Shmai GTA chums, this is the Jaguar XJ13 and also known as the Swinger in GTA, and we're going to modify it to the max right now, and then we're going to take it for a drive and talk about performance because it's discounted this week, so you need to consider it for in case you want to buy it. And so let's get ahead, and it's all upgraded to the max. Oh, air filters. We can do air filters, we can add these little poppy bits on the back, and oh, I quite like the black triple filter. Rather than, what have I got? Secondary. Okay, let's use in a secondary colour. Maybe we need to use the secondary then. Engine tunes are done, valve covers. Similarly, we've gone for a secondary valve cover, so we're going to leave that so we can do something with the secondaries. So, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. Exhaust-wise, you've got these slanted dual exhausts. You can hardly see them there, and that's probably the way you want it. Stock is also good, but I like it nice and hidden there, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Not a lot of customization to this little beauty. Those lights on the front, by the way, do not work. Those fog lights down below. And stock grille is good, but maybe we want a Jaguar's head on there because it's a Jaguar. Oh, actually, it just moves the head down into the grille. I don't know if I like it now. I thought it was too. Never mind. A slat or not a slat? I'm going to stick with not. Actually, no, let's put a slat in, come on. Do something different. Headlights. Okay, here it is. Get rid of them because they don't even work, which I will hopefully not forget about next time. We can also uncross off the headlights to make it more of a family saloon. It's not a saloon, obviously. Right, so what have we got here? Oh, we've got these little raced kind of catches and things, which are quite good. I might go with a stock hood though. Let's have a look at what else there is. And that's quite nice, the little race hood with the little dots there. Maybe we can do something with that, but stock hood is also good. It's got these vents. I'm not sure if this is official. I've not got an image of the car. Can't remember what it looks like, but I want to get rid of those, so I'm going to go with that one. Right, we've not really started properly. We should have started with the liveries. So what have we got? Race liveries. We've got zero liveries, which looks nice. And a lot of racy ones. I mean, maybe we should do a racy one or a Jaguar. I was going to do a red build actually, but that is way too red. Maybe we could do red on red. No, let's just do none. And let's put that red colour on. Oh, with a classic plate, that is ideal. Respray primary colour. Let's go with a metallic. I wanted to do a red, but do I actually? Because that back end, there's something about that secondary colour that we need to consider, don't we? Maybe we should do like a secondary colour bright red. Let's just have a look at that. Come on, let's get the reds. Not the red arrows, by the way. So that's the red secondary, the terrain, something bright. Or maybe we could go, right, watch this. Garnet red. Okay, stay with me. Garnet red, right? And then primary colour, metallic red, is what I'm thinking. Let's just scroll down through the blues. We've done a blue build, we're not doing a blue build today. Done enough blue builds this week. Oh, that looks nice. Anthracite black looks amazing. I'm tempted by that. And that goes with the red as well, which is what I was kind of thinking initially, why I wanted to put a bright red engine. Oh, but now I put the red on, it doesn't quite go red on red, does it? Unless I go with the Amy Winehouse red, which looks quite amazing. Not candy red. We'll go with the Winehouse red. Let's do that. Okay, that's the that colour. What about the trim colour? Just look from the outside. I never look at the inside. Okay, it's colouring it up to make it more white. What about making it more red? Just go all red on this one, this build. Look at that, more red. Is it too much red? This is like the devil's build. Suspension, you need to lower it to the max for the performance, or you can have it classic looking with stock suspension. Transmission's done and all that. Trunk. Alright, you can put these little jeb ends on the trunk, or you can just have the stock trunk, which looks pretty good anyway. We don't necessarily need those vents, it's not really a super race build. We're going to go classic. Wheels. Now, I'll just show you what rims these are. Do I even remember? Maybe not. Muscle? I don't know. 5-star. Yeah, there we go. The reason I picked those is because they were the same as the stock rims, pretty much. Well, they're a bit different, aren't they? But I wanted to colour them in black. But maybe what we want to do is colour them in a different colour other than black. We've done all this this build, but what about a blue or something? What would I do with a red? What's the kind of contrasting colour? Will a blue really work? No, I don't think so. So, except for change it to a slightly different shade of black, I reckon we're a bit stuck with a different colour here. Oh, dark ivory could work. That could be maybe something a bit darker, dark brown. I just like the word ivory though. Dark brown, I prefer dark ivory, but I don't like the look as much. Let's put it on anyway, why not? It's a classic build. Tyre enhancements, we want your bulletproofs. We've got a black tyre smoke, we're going to leave that. Tyre design, we can just go with stock, but we're not... maybe, because it looks classic then, doesn't it? Rather than the race builds, let's do that. And finally, windows, you don't want to smoke them out on a classic car. Not only does it hide the engine, it's also a classic car, so they're not I'd go for I wouldn't even go light smoke actually on this one. It just doesn't look right. Done, complete. Let's go for a drive and see what it's all about with this mad red car. Let's get out of here, come on. Put the lights on just to show you those little back lights there, and those front lights, as I said, don't work, but the smooth look is really good for this car. And those little vents in the fronts look quite nice. The back end, didn't notice those rivets before, those are quite nice. The internals as well, look at the inside, it's not bad. That is a pretty good for this car, considering how cheap it is, which I'll show you the price in a minute. But let's take it for a drive. Now, I wasn't going to review this car because I didn't really enjoy it last time I drove it. But I couldn't quite place why in my recent drive why I didn't like it. It's a sports classic, so I suppose you could race it. I don't think it's top. It's not top tier, so you might not. Let's take a left here. I think it's a bit of understeer. I think that's what it was, and which is a bit ridiculous since I've always hated the understeer cars, but I got used to understeer because I've been driving that completely crazy understeer car. What's it called? The Toyota Celica GT4. Or the Calico. I've been doing it in the tuners races. I always use it now because I've just learned how to drive it. So, but it's all-wheel drive that, and it's got a lot of grip. And this has grip, but I just don't think it has the same kind of level. But it is quick, and it is quite nice generally to drive. Here's the car. If you want to get it, it is discounted this week, by the way. And it's also a removed vehicle. I didn't talk about that. 570 grand. By the way, you're paying for that livery as well with that 570 grand, but it is discounted rate, so not a bad price. It's certainly one worth considering for your collection. And let's continue driving it. This is a FOMO car, which it's worth buying while it's on discount, but I really wouldn't buy it when it's not on discount. Oh, come on, mate. Because I think it's for me, it's more of one for the collection. I don't enjoy driving it enough to warrant, purchasing it. Ultimately, if I was going to buy something this week, I think I've already told you what I would buy this week, haven't I? So we don't need to go over that. And I can't remember, my brain's gone Swiss cheese. It's middle of the night here. Let's take a left hand here just to see if we can figure out this performance a bit more. But yeah, there's a bit of understeer there, which is just a bit of a niggle to me. So overall, it's a decent enough car for what it is. And the customization we could do with a little bit more, but if you want to do a classic build, you don't need to. So, I'm just smashing it everywhere there. So, worth considering for this week, but I still haven't been won over by it. So for me, maybe not so, but for you it might well be one to consider if you like this car. And it is cheap, so don't rely on me for enjoying driving it, because some people do like driving this car. Some people think it's a dream. It's just not my cup of tea. I think that's all it is. If you like what you see with the kind of pace that you get in here, you can get used to driving it. It's fast enough. but you're not going to win the races with it. So I think I've talked enough about this car. It's a complex one for me. Neither yay or nay, but it is good value for what you purchase. So no matter what decision you make, it's going to be the right one, I think. I don't think you can go wrong at 570 grand. Anyway, any questions, drop them below. I will try to answer them as best I can. And do drop a like, especially if you hate FOMO cars in GTA. And thank you very much for watching and have a great day.